Let's see the result first. I'm not touching the GT-1000 core. I'm only pressing the FC-3. You can hear that the sound and effects have already changed. In this video, we're going to demonstrate a MIDI routing and mapping application using the FC-3, UMH-30, and GT-1000 core. The core idea is this. The FC-3 sends PC and CC messages. The UMH-30 maps those CC messages into SysEx and then sends them to the GT-1000 core. In this setup, the FC-3 works as a MIDI foot controller. It is responsible for sending control change messages. The UMH-30 handles MIDI receiving, routing, and mapping. The GT-1000 core is the final target device, responsible for executing patch changes, effect changes, or parameter changes. Step 1. Connect the MIDI out of the FC-3. Then connect it to MIDI in 1 on the UMH-30. The MIDI ports on the UMH-30 can be switched between input and output, so here we need to set the port to input mode. Step 2. Then connect the USB computer port of the GT-1000 core to the USB hub. Please note that this demo uses the USB MIDI path, not the TRS MIDI port on the GT-1000 core. Now the complete data flow is from the FC-3 to the UMH-30, then to the USB hub, and finally to the GT-1000 core. Next, check the MIDI settings on the GT-1000 core. Enter the menu, then find MIDI setting. Here, the key settings to check are RX channel, Omni mode, and device ID. If you are using SysEx, the device ID must match the SysEx data. Otherwise, the device may not respond. Then set the FC-3 to PC output mode. For example, set foot switch 1 to send PC messages from PC 0 to 10 in descending order. Set foot switch 3 to send PC messages from PC 0 to 10 in ascending order. Set foot switch 2 to send CC messages. Select MIDI channel 1 and choose controller number 64, pedal sustain. Set the switch mode to toggle and set the toggle values to 0 and 127. This way, foot switches 1, 2, and 3 can each send different PC and CC messages. Next, connect the UMH-30 to the computer through the USB device port and configure it using MIDI Stream Config. Open MIDI Stream Config, select UMH-30, and click Connect. The first step is to set MIDI routing. Go to the MIDI port routing page. Route MIDI in 1 to USB host. This allows the MIDI messages from the FC-3 to be sent to the GT-1000 core. After setting the routing, click Set to save the configuration to the UMH-30. The second step is to set MIDI mapping. Go to the MIDI mapping page. Create a new mapping rule and set mapping number to 1. Set original MIDI to the same MIDI message as foot switch 2 on the FC-3. For mapping MIDI, select System Exclusive, also known as SysEx. SysEx is usually written in hexadecimal format. It starts with F0 and ends with F7. The data in between is the data required by the target device. After finishing the mapping setup, click Set again to save it. Once saved, the UMH-30 can work independently without being connected to the computer. Now, when you press foot switch 1 or 3, the FC-3 sends PC 0 to 10 messages. After the GT-1000 core receives the command, it performs the corresponding patch or effect change. Then, when you press foot switch 2, it triggers the SysEx command. This can be used to control special effects or other parameters. In this way, complex MIDI control can be simplified into a single foot switch action. To sum up, the FC-3 is responsible for sending PC messages, the UMH-30 is responsible for routing and mapping, and the GT-1000 core is responsible for executing the final action. If you want to use a MIDI foot controller to control USB MIDI devices or convert MIDI messages into SysEx, the UMH-30 is a great solution. This is the MIDI routing and mapping application using the FC-3, UMH-30, and GT-1000 core.